I think Capcom fumbled with Onimusha 2 Remastered. It's a 23-year-old game sold at 30 USD, and it has censorship for no apparent reason and de novo DRM on PC platforms. Just why on earth would Capcom sabotage the game that much? There's only 200 people playing the game right now, and this is a big release in 2025. It came out literally 2 weeks ago, and it only has 200 people playing it with a peak of 1,500 players. Like, I'll put up a chart right here. 1,500 players is baffling in 2025. I think Warlords had like 700 for its remaster, and even that's baffling in 2019 when that came out. But in 2025, when everyone's using a PC, having only 1,500 players is genuinely insane. I think Capcom messed up on this remaster, and I think they should have done something a lot different. I think a good idea for them to revive the Onimusha series would have been a remaster collection of Genma, 2, 3, and Dawn of Dreams, all in one collection. And if you want to be cheeky, maybe even throw in the Blade Warrior spin-off game. But those games, those 4 games specifically, should have been in a collection for full price, no censorship, and that would have really been a big success. Just think of it this way. You'll have the entire series on a current gen, and right before the release of the new game. It just makes perfect sense, and it'd be very valuable as well. $60, you can have all the games, rather than a $30 remaster of the second game, which the new features are pretty good. You got on-the-fly weapon switching, you got a Japanese dub available to switch between, because in the English release of the original game, you only had the English option, which is strange. For 2 and 3, you only could choose English. Meanwhile, for Warlords, you could choose between English and Japanese from the original PS2 release. So this was a good change that they added. And unlocking all the mini-games to begin with from the start of the game, that was another great change, even though I think most people would rather go through the main game before those mini-games. But censoring content, I just think it's silly. It's not even like it matters, like it does anything much to it. It's just literally bringing out negativity to the game for no reason from the people who are going to buy the game. Because when people who maybe have a somewhat interest in a game and then they hear about censorship, like, people are tired. They're just not going to even bother with it. But if they just saw a cool samurai game and it was kept together, no issues, no censorship, they would have just got it on a sale or got it even on day one if they're really that intrigued. But censoring a game for no apparent reason is just silly. And again, the censorship isn't even anything substantial. It's just a costume change and a minor cutscene tweak. That's it. But all that negativity for what? To censor barely anything? It's just silly. When they could have made it an optional toggle in the menu if people were really upset about it, just make that an optional toggle in the menu so that people would still have the original game as it was. Because a lot of people don't like people going back and editing art. Because things like games, it's art. So when you play a game when it's first released, like 20 years ago or whatever, and then when you see someone edit something 20 years later for no apparent reason, it's just stupid. And it makes no sense. Why bother with that, you know? So I think it was just silly, and they really shot themselves in the foot with it. But the thing that is unexcusable is the DRM for a PC. This is a near 23-year-old game, and it has de novo DRM on PC. So that means without an internet connection, you're not going to be running this game. That means Capcom spending $15,000 a month in order to keep de novo servers on this game. And do the math, 1,500 freaking peak players, $30 a pop, like, for the game. Like, I don't know if they're really making that much off this game. And they're just spending de novo money for no reason. So that, I think, it was the stupidest thing they added. But I don't know, they just flopped with this, and they could have made it so much better, but instead they flopped. Again, you had the perfect collection right there. Genma, 2, 3, and Dawn of Dreams, all in one collection for full price, and people would have loved you for it. And even if you really wanted to, the Blade Warriors game, you could have done that down the line. Like, kind of like how the Crash collection had that fucking spin-off Mario Kart game. as a side game. Like, they remastered that after. Could have done something similar with that. But instead, you chose the greedy option, which is one single game for $30. Adding DRM to it, censoring it, and for no reason. And it's sad, because this is literally like the best remaster Capcom's done. If you think of it, the remaster added so many new features. The weapon switching on the fly, the fact that it's running on RE Engine, so you can cutscene skip as well. That's another good thing. Cutscene skipping wasn't in the original game, but now, finally, you can skip them. I wish they added that to Warlords, too. That would have been nice. They added a hell mode, but they couldn't let you skip cutscenes. Stupid. But cutscene skipping's great on replay playthroughs. Just a bunch of cool stuff. The art as well. I'm assuming they're using AI, because the fact that the art is a lot higher quality, and it was old images taken, and it's upscaled properly, I thought probably AI had something to do with that, the advancement of AI, because Onimusha Warlords Remastered didn't really look that great, and the pre-rendered backgrounds looked very mid. And especially now, they look pretty terrible, to be honest. But for the time, 2019, they did what they could. But this game seriously has very good upscaling on the pre-rendered backgrounds. Like, they put a lot of effort into this, and they just shot themselves in the foot with this, when they could have done it so much better. And even if they just want to release the game as a standalone game, just had the censorship or whatever, make that a toggleable option. Make that toggleable in the menu. And don't advertise that, because you've really put people off who were going to buy the game. So, I don't know. I think Capcom fumbled pretty bad, and now I'm worried about Onimusha 3 ever getting a remaster, or Dawn of Dreams. I think 3 will, but I'm worried about Dawn of Dreams. And I highly doubt Blade Warriors will get a remaster, and I highly, highly doubt Genma will get a remaster, which is really unfortunate, because that's the best game in the series, in my opinion. But yeah, Capcom fumbled what should have been an easy win, and for no apparent reason. So, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to rant on this. And again, it's not even like the censorship was the biggest deal of it. It's just, it's strategically, they really shot themselves in the foot with this. And I don't know. Hopefully the next remasters they do can be better. Hopefully they can do other games like God Hand and not censor anything. Or if they do that, please make it an optional, like a toggleable option. Do not make it forced onto people, because otherwise the game is going to flop and you're going to kill the intrigue in the series from people who actually would buy it. But now those people are just out of protest not going to buy it. And I understand where they're coming from. Personally, I don't follow that line of thinking. I bought the game because I love the series, and I love Onimusha too. But I understand why you wouldn't want to buy it, because it's tampered with. But I also think you're missing out, because it's got some great features in it, you know? All the new additions. I forgot to mention the addition of analog controls on top of the 10 controls, which you can still use on the D-pad. Like, everything they did to this remaster, it's genuinely the best remaster Capcom's ever done. Even the menus got completely fixed up. And even in DMC3 Remastered and all that, those other games they've done, they never really fixed the menus. But in this one, they did. It's a true, like, very good effort that they put into this. And they probably made next to no money on it. So, hopefully Capcom understands what they've messed up on and what they can do to improve other remasters they do. I could see an upscaled, like, RE1, 2, and 3 collection coming out in the future. I think Code Veronica as well is another one. Maybe Dino Crisis, Haunting Ground, God Hand, those kind of games, you know, that they still have in the library. Beautiful Joe, that's one too. I think those games could see a remaster treatment, and hopefully Capcom doesn't mess it up by adding DRM, adding pointless changes to the game, and hopefully they just make quality of life features, price it appropriately, release collections if you can, and I think a lot more people would buy the games. As it stands right now, I think Onimusha 2 is going to flop badly, and I could see 3 coming out because I think they're already working on it, but I really don't see Dawn of Dreams, so yeah, it's unfortunate. And again, it's all a strategical thing that they just messed up. If they had better business minds who would know about how this game would have sold, and if they didn't do anything silly, like blatantly ruin the game with their foolish additions, then probably could have sold a lot more. But at this point, I'm just rambling in circles. I don't know. Maybe I'll make another video like this. Maybe I won't. I just wanted to let my thoughts be known, I guess. But yeah, anyway, take care. Have a good one.